Hey everybody, it's Tracy Thomas, host of The Stacks, and I am here with another episode of The Stacks Unabridged, our bonus episode exclusive to Patreon and Substack subscribers. Today I'm going to be talking about the Cowboy Carter World Tour with friend of the podcast and podcaster extraordinaire, Sam Sanders. We get into what we loved and didn't love so much about the concert and our thoughts about stadium tours in general. We also talk about Blue Ivy Carter, the Tribeca Film Festival, and Gwenyth Paltrow. This is Sam and Tracy at our most chaotic best. If you're listening to this episode and it cuts off at about 15 minutes, that means you're not a paid subscriber to Patreon or Substack, and you should remedy that by going to patreon.com/thestacks or tracythomas.substack.com to subscribe and support the work of the show. By joining Patreon or Substack, you make it possible for me to make the Stacks free to all every single week. Also, you get fun perks like bonus episodes, my forthcoming nonfiction reading guide, and so much more. So if you like the show, if you want more of it, head to patreon.com/thestacks or tracythomas.substack.com. Let's get to the Cowboy Carter World Tour with Sam Sanders. Okay, guys, it's bonus episode with everyone's favorite person, Sam Sanders. Sam, welcome back.
No, sir.
I don't even give you an intro. I don't it's like,
good.
At what point do I stop giving people who come on the show regularly and that everyone who listens to my podcast listens to probably twice a week as I do? But I guess if you don't know Sam, if you're new here, he is a co-host of the Vibe Check podcast. He is also the host of the Sam Sanders Show by Sam Sanders, produced and created by Sam Sanders of Sam Sanders fame. Also, shout out to KCRW. And now you're a judge for the Tribeca Audio Award. Tell me about this.
Yeah, it's funny. Everyone's like, oh my God, congrats. And I'm like, it's just more work. So
it is more work.
You know, Tribeca started out as just a film festival, but they added an audio portion, I don't know how many years ago, but recently. And in fact, last year, Saeed, Zach, and I did a Vibe Check taping at Tribeca Audio. We interviewed Lena Waithe, producer extraordinaire, wonderful human. But now that they know I'm down to do stuff with Tribeca, they were like, you want to judge? Which is great. We will.
So you're just judging podcasts?
We're judging podcasts.
Is it all three of you?
No, it's me
just you.
And then other folks from throughout the industry.
Got it.
I don't know who the other ones are, but I do know when they asked me to do it and I said yes, they sent me this little form letter that was like, thank you from Robert De Niro. And it's like, all right, that's cool, but that's your payment. Girl, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
How many podcasts do they think you're going to have to listen to? Like, how many episodes of a show, like, do you have to consider? Do you know any of that?
Let me actually just tell you. I can pull up the email because my deadline to listen is very soon.
Oh, shit.
I mean, listen, I can't say anything. You judge book competitions. That is
I did it one time and probably never again.
You told me about it when it happened. How many books did you have to read?
We considered 144 books.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
See, this is me listening to 5 podcast episodes.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's funny.
I thought,
yeah.
Okay. So they already probably whittled it down.
They whittled it down. And
so
actually,
you're just picking.
Yeah. I am plotting a little quick Vegas trip with a friend for later this month. That will be our homework for the drive.
Oh, perfect. Done. Okay, but do you know what happened with the Pulitzer Prize this year for fiction?
I know they were awarded. Well, Percival won, right?
Percival won, but there was drama. And we
Wait.
don't want you to be drama when you're a judge.
Wait, what was the drama? Tell me.
Okay, so
am I the drama?
Yeah, you're going to be. Okay, so the way that the Pulitzer works, for some of you listening, this is old news, but some of you might not know this. So the way the Pulitzer works is that it's run by Columbia and there's a Pulitzer board. And these people are like, I think, appointed for a long time.
Yeah.
And they vote on the finalists, sort of like what you're going to do. Every category gets 3 finalists, and then they vote on those 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but they have a committee who goes before and goes through
Whittles
everything.
it down.
Yes, exactly. So in the fiction category, I believe the head of the committee said they read over 600 books.
Do you believe that when you hear that?
I do, because I don't believe they finished 600 books. I believe they start and they go 20 pages and they're like, you know what, I'm done.
So the lesson here is make that first chapter good, damn it.
Yes, that's right. So they submitted their 3 finalists. Okay, wait, let me backtrack.
Okay.
If the Pulitzer board does not like the 3 finalists or does not think any of them are winners, they have 3 options. They can award no prize, which they did, I believe, in 2012.
That's mean.
Yeah, they could just literally be like, nobody's good enough for us.
Damn.
They can award 2 prizes. Like if they can't agree on a winner, they could award 2 prizes, which they did a few years back for Demon Copperhead and Trust.
Okay.
They can say to the committee, we don't love any of these. Can you give us one more? Or by 3/4 majority, they can add a book and pick it as their winner. This year, there were 4 nominees in the category.
So they added one in post. Which
they
one
either
did they
added
add?
one in post or the group, so they asked the group to submit a 4th book. But either way, we know that the book that was submitted was James, because if James had been in the original, it would have just won. After this, the head of the Whittling Down Committee, Merv Emre, she posted on her Instagram.
Never do that. No, man.
This is what I'm saying.
No.
Within an hour.
Oh, messy.
And she was like, I'm very troubled by the state of books. We are too worried about what readers are like. About
Are they dissing Percival in this situation?
This is what I'm saying. I don't have the exact quote. I don't have the exact quote, but it was something along the lines of, when the state of books is like, it's not doing well, and with the cuts of funding, it's only going to get sicker. So when you read a book that really excites you, like, then you know it's really special. Congratulations to our finalists. And then it was the 3 books that didn't win. And the board selected winner.
Not the
James.
winner.
The board selected winner.
She's saying, I don't think this thing should have won.
And
What's
then,
I need to see her face.
And then an hour later, she edited it just to say, and the winner.
Because they snatched her up. They snatched her up and said, you better change that.
You better fucking not. I was with my girlfriend, Sarah. We were in Lake Tahoe having our little reading retreat, and Sarah screenshotted it because she was like, holy shit. And then when we went, there was an article that came out like a few hours later on LitHub, and they had not the original post. And I was like, oh my God, Sarah, you have the news. You have the news.
No.
So anyways, they basically, the judge or the committee was like, we don't think James is good. And the board was like, babes, get your head out of your ass. Stop being bitches. And it's the best book of the year and everybody knows it. And then this woman, Merv, was like, I don't even know if I'm saying her name right, but she was like, I cannot handle the fact that we failed. So I'm going to talk shit about the board / Percival. And they basically like made this award about them. So anyways, don't do that, Sam. Don't be like, can we get a 6th one?
No, it's funny.
And then wait, this is the other part of it. So the 3 books that were originally finalists were all by women. And so then people tried to be like, they brought a man in, blah, blah, blah. But then I went back because I was like, I don't like this narrative. I went back in the last 20 years. So, okay, obviously the Pulitzer is not like, yay, we celebrate diversity. So I'm not going to like defend the Pulitzer for the last 200 years.
Yeah.
But in the last 20 years, there have been 20 winners, but one year there wasn't an award and one year there were 2. But there's 20 winners. 8 of those winners have been women. 12 have been men. One winner who won 2 times was a black man.
Was it Colson Whitehead?
That was Colson Whitehead.
Yeah.
There have been no other black winners in that entire 20-year period. So I'm sort of like, I get it. We want women to win. But also, let's not pretend like this has been a fucking black people, like that Percival is somehow.
Yeah.
It's not giving it to Jonathan Franzen.
Yeah. Also, the book is really good. And he did something remarkable.
The book is so good.
He did something remarkable.
And the moment everybody read it, we all said this should win the Pulitzer. So it's not as if they like. It's clearly that the committee went rogue here and not the board. Because I think sometimes the board maybe goes rogue. But I think everybody sort of agreed this was going to be the winner. And then it became this whole thing of like, oh, they had to bring a man in. I'm like, well, okay, a black man. Also, we don't have to do the identity politics thing here. This is just the best book of the year.
Also, they don't need this drama when people are reading less than ever anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
You should just be encouraging the reading of the books and the books that were written, and they're all good and hooray, please buy some fucking books.
And also, if you're on the committee and they do this to you, you just take the L. You wait a year and then you're like, did I ever tell you guys about when I was a judge on the, like, to do it within the hour?
That's messy.
It's messy.
I've sat on smaller awards giving bodies before, and I just assumed the cardinal rule was like, you never talk about the finalist ever.
Yeah.
You just don't, because to do so would be tacky. I'm sorry. Right. It's tacky.
It's tacky. And
who were
it's
the
just
other finalists?
So the other finalists were Rita Bullwinkle, who wrote Headshot. She's a debut. I always get it. It's either 1961 Mice or Mice 1961
okay.
By Stacey Levine, I think. Is that her name? And then Gail Jones, who's a Black woman, who's never won, who is like a literary great, the unicorn woman.
Yeah. Well, the only woman I would have given it to over Percival, and I wouldn't, is my girl with the all fours, Miranda July.
Oh, I thought you were going to say his wife, Danzy Senna.
Well, her too, but also they have one in their home now. Like,
they're not giving that award to fucking Miranda July. Are you out of your mind?
She is not of the authorial prestige that these finalists are, but of the books that rocked my socks the most, she was up there.
You know, that book has been so controversial in the Stax community.
I
Half
know.
the Stax people hate it. I think in the world, half people love it, half people hate it. I have recused myself from this book. I've just said, I'm not going to read it. Don't want to have an opinion because I know I'll have a strong one and I don't want to read it. Don't care.
Listen, it doesn't make me want to be closer to Miranda July as a person. But I'm saying as a read, I was like, wow. Also, that said, speaking of Danzy, we saw her at her talk at LA Times Festival of Books. She was like, when are we going out for drinks again? So Tracy, when are we going out for drinks again?
With Danzy?
Yes.
Anytime.
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. Okay, done.
Also, what has Danzy said about the mess? Because Danzy don't mind mess, and she'll get in it too.
Well, I don't know. I've not heard from her. She's not on social media. He's not on social media. I mean, if
I'm about to start a new group text.
I know. If I'm her, I can't wait to run into Murph.
Oh, well, Murph ain't gonna show her face for a few months in the streets.
I don't know.
No offense for her. Oh, is she proud of it?
She's a literary critic. She's very high-minded. She's got a podcast called The Critic and Her Publics or something like that.
Never listened.
I listened once.
Okay.
And then I tried to listen the second time and it was just a little too hoity-toity for me. I like to keep my criticism low level. Like, that was bad. That's my criticism. I'm not giving you, existential dread.
Also, just to loop it back on Percival, one, I'm such a fan. I actually was able to interview him for the BBC when he was making the rounds for James. A brilliant mind. Lest we forget, he also was in the midst of award season for a different kind of award when the adaptation of his book won an Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay for our friend Cord Jefferson.
And Your friend.
Okay, yeah. So all I can say is, if Percival Everett's writing is good enough for the Oscars, I think it's also good enough for the Pulitzers.
He was already a Pulitzer finalist. It's not like, that's my thing. I'm just like, it's not like he just wrote one novel and people liked it. This is like his 30th book in 40 years. He's one of our literary
He's one of our
greats.
guys. He's one of our guys.
And this book is his most commercial, but he has been pushing boundaries in literature since the 1980s. Like, what are we talking about here? This idea that he's like some commercial darling, that he is Miranda July or somebody that like people love and just read her books no matter what, even though I know she's like avant-garde in her film work. He's not. He's a career writer. He published with the small press his entire career until James. So this idea that like he is that he's something that he's not really pisses. Like, it really gets under my skin.
Also, read Erasure, the book on which American
We did it for
fiction
book
is based.
club.
Okay, good. So your folks have read it.
Yeah,
good.
Zach. We did it with
so
Zach.
Good.
Stafford.
I'm reading it with Zach. And I remember I couldn't listen to that one yet because I was still halfway through the book. So now I can go back.
You got to go back and listen.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen up, everybody. Sam and I saw Cowboy Carter, night 2, here in Los Angeles, the night she brought out
Were we the same
Tina
night?
Knowles.
Miss Tina came out.
Yeah, don't you remember texting me and then me texting you and saying, we've got to do an emergency podcast when we were literally three-quarters through the episode and
we
you
can't
said
read the text
anytime.
to people.
All right, that is the end of this bonus teaser. If you were liking what you were hearing, you can listen to the entire episode by going to either patreon.com/The Stacks and joining the Stacks Pack, getting access to the Discord, being able to participate in our virtual book club, and or you can go to tracythomas.substack.com and subscribe to Unstacked, where you're going to get my writing about books, pop culture. You're going to get other exclusive author interviews, and of course, these bonus episodes. So go to one of those two places, join us, get to hear the rest of this episode, and support the work that I do by being a part of these wonderful communities. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the Stacks.